$40,000 donation is 280,000 meals. To go back to Feeding America with that type of a donation is just amazing. I can't thank those guys enough. It's time to get cooking, Curtis. 280,000 meals.
A lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
Things have been pretty crazy on Celebrity Apprentice. You know, it's been long hours and tough work, but right now there's 49 million Americans that are still affected by hunger. What can I get you to? It's a bit of everything. To come down here, it reminds me why I'm doing it. Feeding America is so important to me, and I'm so determined to win this. There you go, mate.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Walk in. He's a big guy. So once I saw him, I knew he was about music.
Sharon's still not here. She's very, very sick. It's up to you whether or not you decide to utilize her. I don't know what's happening with Sharon. But pretty soon, we're going to have to make a decision.
I have to say, I think there's a little bit of preferential treatment going on with Sharon. And I really, really like her a lot. But she got to play by the rules like everybody else.
We're standing in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Annex, an amazing place. In fact, I expect to see Cindy and Brett here someday. You'll get in. After The Apprentice, you're going to get in. You watch. You're going to be doing something that, to me, is very interesting. And I think I sort of did it a couple of years ago. And that had to do with Trace. He did really well on Celebrity Apprentice. And today, he's the biggest country star there is. So you're going to be taking two young country stars. Trace, explain.
You're going to make over two young country artists, and you're going to prepare them for an interview with People Country Magazine and prepare them to do a live performance. At that performance will be the journalist from People, a well-known country music disc jockey, and Pete Fisher, the general manager of the Grand Ole Opry, judging you on this task.
You're going to be judged on the overall makeover, the press kit that you'll be creating to promote them, and whatever value you can add to the artist's potential breakout.
Pick your project manager, please.
I think I could do this.
Going to be Cindy?
No huddle needed.
I would think, right? Cindy?
Well, I love working with other artists. That's what I do. I reinvent myself all the time.
I think Bill is a shot. He's got to go, man. He's got to go. I mean, I would love to do it, but it's your kind of shot, man.
Okay, men. Goldberg. Brett. Why wouldn't it be you?
It's his turn, and I'll back him. I was right.
But don't you think you have an expertise that Goldberg wouldn't have?
We work as a team, rock solid.
You don't think it matters?
No. If you hadn't been a project manager, then you kind of should step up. The last thing I'm going to do is put my tail between my legs and back up a little bit and let Brett jump in.
The winning project manager gets $20,000 for his or her charity. The loser, you know what happens. Good luck.
Coming up.
I let everybody do what they want.
I'm just curious. You're not even letting me finish my thought.
All right, go ahead.
This task was starting with a not-so-cohesive group.
Fine, whatever.
That's not right, sweetie.
To think outside the box and use us in ways that you may not necessarily. I know we haven't known each other.
Do you think that I stepped on you when I was the manager? I let everybody do what they want.
I'm just curious. You're not even letting me finish my thought.
All right, go ahead.
But it's okay.
I like Holly. She gets, like this. And I think when you have long, long hours, you start to edge up on each other.
I want to do the best job for you, and all I'm doing is expressing to you how you might be able to get better performance out of us, and you just blocking me, and I'm not understanding what that's
I'm not blocking.
After what happened last boardroom, this task was starting with a not-so-cohesive group. Let's put it that way.
I do have a huge closet of stuff. Yeah, but Maria, I don't want her to dress like you.
I'm not saying dress like me. I'm saying if there's extra stuff that we need.
Cindy's bedside manner needs help. She just blew off anything we had to say, and I mean anything.
Mainly, sweetheart, you want a beauty shot. If it's a she. If it's a he should look sexy and...
Lady Gaga, I don't think she's concerned about looking beautiful.
Actually, Lady Gaga is very concerned about looking beautiful. I've worked with her.
also there.
No, but I have.
It's also there this morning, so fine, whatever.
That's not right, sweetie. But sometimes you think you know something.
The reaction that I got when I tried to say anything was like this, zip it. And for one of my childhood idols to be coming at me that way just totally changes my opinion about her.
How you doing, guys? Curtis Logan. Pleasure to meet you.
How are you doing, man? Brad, nice to see you.
Sir, Bill Goldberg.
What are you looking for in their press kit?
I'm always looking for some point of differentiation.
Okay.
But unless you can differentiate yourself at key points, then there's really no point.
Absolutely. And that was the first thing I said to these guys. Don't start thinking of tractors and hay bales because country is such a massive demographic. And for a band like Poison, every row's crossed over to, it was one of our hits, both rock and country.
Right.
In the real world, on this task, I probably would have been project manager, but honestly, we decided that Bill needs to have his chance to win for his charity, and we're gonna fight to the end.
Would you guys like to meet the artist?
Absolutely.
I'll be right back. It's cool to watch Brett do his thing. Makes me feel a little useless sometimes because you have to defer to the experts.
Luke Bryan.
Yeah, of course, bro.
How you doing, Brett? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You doing all right? Yeah. Luke Bryan.
Curtis Logan.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
It was my image that we were going to sit down with two really young kids that were just trying to get into the music industry.
Let's get you some chairs.
But that wasn't the case. These guys have already dealt with a certain level of fame. So that's always going to be tough because you're not dealing with an 18-year-old kid who's like, give me an image, I'm up for it. So what's your long-term goals at Mate?
Mate. Does that mean a woman?
My long term is to be able to do this a long time and preserve the enjoyment of performing.
The Rock Solid guys, they were real intense, real business-like, and they had a lot of questions that were great.
What's your biggest strength then, Emily?
My live shows, making a record and then doing a live show is so different.
Yep.
I would be fine working with the men. I think that it would be kind of funny going shopping with them or whatever they're planning on doing with my look and my hair. But I'm going to really kind of shoot and pray that I can get on the girls' team.
5 minutes until our person's available. It's okay for us to ask him questions, right, Cindy?
Yeah, just don't step over me. Let me introduce myself and introduce you.
No, just allow us to ask the questions we want to ask. You don't step on us either, because you can do that too.
Right. I'm not stepping on you, Holly. I'm just saying.
You said don't step on us.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Let me just talk to the guy, though.
We all looked at each other like, oh, she is really trying to tell us we're not allowed to ask any questions in this task.
Hello, ladies.
Let me clear up some stuff because I really want to. I have some questions for you about these kids.
I have music.
That's wonderful. Let me listen. Did Emily West write these songs, or is this some?
Emily West wrote 2 of the 3 of them.
So your conscience will get you, and you feel it guilty, and you're wishing I was there.
Emily has a very big personality. She's very funny, very creative, very bright, and hard to put into a box.
Well, I don't think you should change people. I think that's what's wrong with music today.
Well, I have no intention of changing her. I just don't know if I should focus on that.
Rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky.
I signed Luke Bryan after seeing him live on stage. It was just the kind of personality where the minute you see the guy walk in the room, you want to know who he is and what he does.
That was clever, about the rain.
He's a southern rural guy.
Yeah, rural. So
well, would you guys like to meet the artist?
Yes.
Get them, okay.
Hello there. How are you?
Emily walked straight through that door, and she was so excited to meet Cyndi Lauper. It was really, really cute.
It's so nice to meet you. I've been listening to you all morning.
Which I think touched Cyndi, and they were both super personable and passionate about their craft.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I grew up just a huge Alan Jackson and George Strait, and obviously like Alabama.
I heard Patsy Cline, and I grew up listening to Loretta Lynn and, all kinds of music. But lyrics and real life stories is what I write from.
I think both of you are great. I'd just like to have a little time with them now and just discuss who we think we can help the most.
After we met with our two artists, we were going to decide which one we wanted and then negotiate with the guys to get the artists that we preferred.
Okay. I like them both. I think I can help the girl more than the guy. My vision for him is hard because of his look.
Well, he's kind of a clean slate. I mean, you can dress him up.
You can't change the length of his hair.
I don't mind either of them.
You can't change the shape of his hair.
I think they're both tremendous artists.
They're great artists. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the visual. He was a shape I didn't know if I could wrangle. His haircut was very square shaped and very short, so I didn't know what the heck you could do. So I thought, let the guys deal with him. I liked the girl because I was looking at her face, I was looking how she could be photographed. Her songs are awesome, and I think I can help her. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I feel very strongly I'd like to help her.
Emily and Luke are tremendous people. But we knew, I think, from the moment that we were able to listen to Emily's voice and her music that she was probably the artist for us. I'm sorry, she was probably the artist for Cindy. We didn't really have a say. Knowing our next step is, doesn't matter who we want, we gotta negotiate it with the guys. We don't have her yet.
Coming up.
What did you guys think of the music?
I mean, the guy's more of a clean slate.
We're not here to make friends.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, we're not here to
I'm not going to give you any answers. You're the enemy.
I don't like negotiating with people that I can't beat up.
Okay, so here's the deal. In 10 minutes, the guys are gonna come in. We're all clear that we like...
I like her. I think she's great.
This is the way the guys might be approaching this. Kurt might be going, I can help both of them. Who can Cindy help the least? Do you see what we're saying? So you need to be smart when you're negotiating.
We gotta negotiate like lawyers.
Voice quality is just...
It's what she wrote about too. That's awesome.
Right, but we didn't really get a chance to hear what he wrote.
No, I listened.
Well, we did.
Okay.
So my point is that we didn't really get a chance to hear. Since we have 10 minutes, it would be good just to listen down to the music. But wait, so when the guys come in, we'll listen to the music, and then when the guys come in, all right. You know, you do this, because I'm just trying to help.
You want to listen to the song?
I was just getting a game plan. You're trying to get procedural stuff in this.
We're doing easy. Okay.
If they want the girl too, we just have to start thinking about how we want to strategize.
Well, I'm going to tell them, if you don't mind, that I think that Brett could help the guy much more.
Do you want us to sit back and let you do it?
I don't think we should say. I think we should let Cindy do all the talking. When I was just trying to do some procedural things, you're like,
can we wait? Come back. Can we end this now so we can move on?
Cindy, in the middle of someone giving an opinion, you react, like before you have a chance to say anything.
Okay, then that was rude of me, and I'm sorry.
It's not so much rude, it's just,
that?
I don't want an apology, I want to change the way we're doing it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, guys, and we've got 20 minutes to make a decision on which artist we want.
You should listen to this with me, Bill. This is what you want answered. Anastasia, I'm coming in as a manager. I've got Emily West and Luke Bryan are my two choices. Okay, so here I go. Which way would you lean for me to work with somebody?
In typical Brett style, he ended up speaking to, some really big people in the music business, because of course Brett knows them all.
Steve, a couple questions about your artists. We have Luke today and we have Emily.
He's an anomaly because he's the perfect mix of Elvis and Gomer Pyle.
Got it. Emily, give me a little background on her.
This is the CEO of such and such, and this is the boss of blah, blah, blah. And he was getting great advice, but we ran out of time.
Come on, Brett. We gotta cut him off, Brett. I'm sorry.
No, we're gonna make a decision.
Thanks again, Stephen. I'll call you a little bit later. Have a safe flight.
Okay, what did you get from that? In a one sentence deal.
He thinks I don't have one sentence. Here's my question.
Luke or Emily?
What's that?
Luke or Emily? You gotta make a decision. Just give us an answer.
I don't have a preference.
Then in the end he was like, doesn't matter which one. Luke or Emily. I'm like, I know it's Luke or Emily. Which one? Knock, knock.
Oh,
so, who do you want?
Here you go. Would you guys like something to drink?
Nope. Who do you want? Ladies, I don't like negotiating with people that I can't beat up.
You guys go first.
You go first.
Ladies first.
No. Let's see what you have to say.
Our goal within the negotiations is to let the boys talk first. Did that work? No. They're all staring at us like this.
What did you guys think of the music?
We're not here to make friends.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, we're not here to get...
I'm not gonna give you any answers. You're the enemy.
Okay, I like the girl.
You wanna take the girl?
I mean, he's more of a clean slate.
Right, you know, here's the thing, both are super talented. Whether you took the guy or the girl, whatever we got, we were gonna win with.
They're women, for God's sakes. Let them have what they want.
We'll take the guy.
Don't put any guy liner on him, Brett.
Don't worry.
Hey, that guy liner will bring him superpowers beyond belief. Just know
I haven't
that.
seen any yet.
Oh, Maria.
Maria, the best interviews are when you direct the interview.
Exactly. I do it all the time.
Yeah, me too. That's how I became famous. It's interesting answers, quick, funny answers. Like if they say, what's your favorite color?
When I did Playboy, you know what they used to ask me?
That's a different kind of, yeah, look, go ahead.
But I used to get asked, are you shaved or are you hairy? I mean, it's just, I've done so many interviews. Like, I don't like to be told, you think you know, blah, blah, blah. It makes me, it hurts my feelings. It really
Oh,
hurts.
you're talking
You
about
hurt my
something else.
feelings so much in the car because you're like, you think you know. Do you have any idea what I've been through? You act like I know nothing.
No, you do.
And I hate that.
But you
I
walk
hate
around
that.
like you know
fight-
everything.
No, I don't. I watched you and I listened to you when I was growing up. And you hurt my feelings in the car. You think you know.
Cindy just has no clue whatsoever what anybody's done. And finally, at a certain point, I decided enough was enough.
You're right. And I'm sorry. Will you accept that?
Of course I will.
Really? Look at me. You and me. Will you?
Of course I will.
I'm taking it in. And I'm sorry, okay? Okay. She needs that validation all the time because she's just a kid. But were you there in the room when she talked about media training? And she said, are you shaved or not? And I was thinking to myself, that's what we're going to tell Emily West?
Come on out first.
What I wanted to do was something that had yin-yang, like, you know how lace and leather looks, where it could be glamorous and a little roughneck, but just enough.
Totally.
Both of them we all took media training. Obviously, I failed, but she's really good. Yeah, you're me, I know. And they're really good at it. And I said, Holly, to write up your bio, so you need to tell us stuff.
Cindy's creative juices were flowing, but her creative juices were just splattered all over the place.
You haven't done that yet, have you?
Done what?
Leather and lace.
No, I've not.
I knew if Cindy didn't let go of this controlling attitude, there was going to be a disaster at the end of the day.
But I think if we're going to do that hairstyle, we should do really dark eyes like that, but just kind of shade it out a little bit.
Yeah, softer, not so hard.
Yeah. Cute. Yeah, softer. Not so hard.
All right, so
Coming up.
Maria watched over the hair and makeup. That was horrifying.
Because remember, I airbrushed her, so then I don't want this.
You airbrushed her?
Luego de...
Listen, what we don't want to fix is what we love about you, which is the music's great and you're a humble, likable guy.
So we're being judged on three things. The first one is the promotional materials that we get together to represent our artist, the makeover, and also the overall possibility of breakout, success of this artist.
You're a good-looking guy, you're a humble guy, you're a confident guy, but what we want to do is, go with me on this, I want to bring out the rock star in you, go with me, but keep the humble, down-home country, married, I'm a father too.
But it's also not great for me to go down a path where I'm like, that I'm wigging out.
I was in full-blown, let's get it done mode. So we're going to do 4 different looks with you. I want to elevate his presence a little bit, and definitely we had to get him some new clothes to do that.
Absolutely.
Probably, with their boots on 6'3".
We're pretty similar size, right?
Yeah.
Drop my cord.
See, I'm a little. If you throw my boots on, absolutely.
But we need
So I'll be able to try on clothes for you.
Yeah.
Perfect thing about this whole challenge was Luke is nearly an identical size to me.
Probably a little fuller in the chest.
That's right.
Try try this shirt on real quick? It's mine. Looks good, man. And the color works on you. Am I wrong, guys? It's
Cover your eyes. Yes, America, I just asked that.
I'm just putting this on. It's a simple chain. What are you thinking?
You feel comfortable wearing a wife beater and something like that and a nice watch? As opposed to, sitting there with that shirt unbuttoned? I can't believe I'm asking another guy that.
No, this is part of creating the image, man. Goldberg, he is like the man's macho man. It was a very different side of Goldberg, but I enjoyed it. It was very humorous.
Got 2 hours to be back here with all wardrobe.
Let's go.
Good luck out there, boys.
It's my job to keep us all on time. So Goldberg and I went shopping. We took our shopping consultant, and it was pretty funny for me, to be perfectly honest. I've got one of the toughest guys in the world sitting on my right. I've got one of the gayest guys in the world sitting behind me.
For him, I would say with like earth tones.
It was just this strange dynamic.
This could be an option. You know what I mean? She hasn't been seen like that.
Yeah, our wardrobe stylist came in, and then Cindy went on the internet and sort of found this image of leather and lace, sort of a soft and hard look for her.
Are you going to be watching the makeup while you're working on it? You can come back and tweet.
No.
I really don't want to not get unique, and I think it's such a visual. I think.
But the makeup, I want to talk to the makeup artist.
But if you've talked to me, well, you want to wait for the makeup artist to come? And then
Cindy wanted to be in hair and makeup. Cindy wanted to be with the clothes. Cindy did not want to task out anything.
To tangibly see the clothes, I just think Cindy just needs to.
Do me a favor though. Look up the 60s like movie stars with the darker eyes, but you can't have it like. But that's softer. That's a look she's done. But Boo, come here, she's done that look. What about Bridget Bardot? She's never done Bridget Bardot. We'll do whatever you want. When you do the curly look, you should do the Grace Kelly look.
I'm not saying do Grace Kelly.
No,
I was just trying to get.
All right. I didn't cut you off, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm good. I think we need clothes.
Would you do me a favor though?
I'll
Would
look
you
it up.
look up Bridget Bardot?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So I left Maria to watch over the hair and makeup. And I left the picture.
Ready? Okay, bye you guys. Call me if you need anything.
Bye.
Okay, all right. Look, none of us have the iconic status of Cyndi Lauper, but we have been around the block a little bit collectively, and I don't feel any respect for that from Cyndi. Cyndi doesn't think that you or I mean, we should just be called two turnips and we just fell off the truck.
Let's move on to getting you ready for this interview, right? The one thing I would always start every interview out with is a positive. The guys were gone, so I wanted to prepare Luke for the interview with People magazine. People was such a great opportunity for him. Never use these words, I'm tired. Never, ever say that to anybody, and I'll tell you why. I was interviewing you, and I'm like, I just got out of bed to come over here and interview you, and your opening response is, yeah, I'm pretty burnt out, it was a long flight. You just say, you know what, I'm doing great. Thank you for taking your time to do this with me.
Yeah, I got
It's the truth, thank you.
And I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Brett and I talked a little bit about some media training, and I think Brett gave me some great ideas, stuff that's worked for him through the years.
Go to shake my hand. You say, Brett, how you doing?
Brett, how you doing?
I don't know, I'm tired. Where do we go?
Yeah, there's nowhere.
Now my heart was pounding to meet you.
Yeah.
They're thinking, you lucky son of a bitch, and you're tired. Now my interview's about me being drunk and no one gives a
How's it going today, Brett?
Today I can openly admit that I'm a little hungover/tired, because last night after our big win, we celebrated and it was awesome. All right, that was my 2 cents for the day.
That's good though, man, that's good.
Think about what you can say, not what you can't. Because you're thinking about the wrong things.
Well, it creates fear, and it just,
Right.
and in the long run, I'm just going to be like this.
Cindy went out to do the wardrobe, and we stayed back to do the media training and also to start the bio and the hair and the makeup. If they're like, oh, what was your past? It's far too broad. Say, what would you like to know about? That is
Let me write that
whole
down.
lot easier to answer.
Can I have a piece of paper?
You know how to power shop?
We're gonna power
Come
shop.
on, I know how to power shop. Come on.
We left at 12:30 to go shopping, and we had to be back by 3:30. I was extremely worried that we weren't going to get it done.
So we'll head right upstairs.
Yeah.
Cindy was going shopping, and she was heading into big stores. I was very worried.
Let's go, go, go.
She was going to keep looking for that perfect something, and that we weren't going to come home with anything.
Are you focused with me?
I just kept trying to make it happen, grabbing the clothes and just going to the register time after time. time after time to pay for the clothes.
Thank you so much.
And then I keep going back to her, Cindy, we've got to go. We've got to go.
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
We'll make your press kit nice. There'll be an 8x10, there'll be your CD, there'll be this bio with all your credentials. Luke and I stayed back and we're getting into making this press kit and putting it together, and this is definitely one of the things we're being judged on. Here's what I got so far. I think you're gonna like this. The only music that was ever right for Luke Bryan was country music. He knew it from birth. You know what I mean?
Birth may be.
Nah.
Birth sounds a little, that sounds funky to me, but
Okay, I'll change birth. He knew it from the first time he heard Mark Chestnut's Brother Jukebox.
Hold on. I don't want to make it sound like Chestnut is the biggest influence.
No, I understand what you mean. Don't fear me giving you an identity for it. That's kind of what I think you're looking for.
Well, yeah, let
me try this. In the words of his fans from the Nut House, can I say that?
I wouldn't use, read that back. There's something a little off in that.
Okay, you got it. What I like about Luke is he knows exactly what he wants. And what I don't like about Luke is he knows exactly what he wants. So I know that this is going to be, without a doubt, this is going to be tough. I put, he is much more pipe than hype.
The pipes thing is a little, keep going without saying that, and let's see how that does.
Okay.
Coming up.
Hi, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, I think it's heavy to wear.
This is how Cindy and I make our living. It's not about you, it's about the task.
Las Mujeres Photo Studio, Cindy wanted to be part of the makeup process.
They're gonna do her all up for this interview. Oh God, she's gonna look like Frankenstein. Maybe not.
Oh, they said they're doing mellow makeup, like what you said.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Hi, Sharon.
Sharon's been sick and she missed my entire task.
That's Emily West, Sharon Osbourne.
Hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry you're so
Hello there. Are you all right?
I'm good.
Oh.
We were given 2 artists to try to make over and do press kits on and do some media training.
It's just my luck that I wasn't here and that I couldn't say, all right, this one's mine, I'll take this.
Well, Cindy went nuts for her. She just heard her voice and heard her music. And you don't know all this stuff, huh?
I mean, to come up with a bio and to come up with an imagery for an artist, I can do it in my sleep.
And then in came Hurricane Cindy, and she started trying to re-micromanage everything.
Did you follow the map, or you just decided to do it?
No, I followed the map of just more of the lines around the eye.
The makeup, honestly, they gave it the apple cheeks. I was horrified. And is this the Bridget Bardot look?
That was this issue with the lining, because with the Bridget Bardot, it has more of that lining around the eye.
And it went off. Maria watched over the hair and makeup. You know, it would be different if I didn't leave a picture, but I wanted them to follow the picture, and we all agreed, okay, like this picture, but it wasn't like the picture. You always wear your rouge this close, right?
But when she smiles, that's weird.
I understand, but I don't want it like that. I want it a little flatter here.
Cindy hated the makeup. I thought it was fine. A little bit of Photoshop will be good to go.
Just open this up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
wipe it down.
I'm kind of doing that with the powder instead of, because remember I airbrushed her, so then I don't want this.
You airbrushed her?
Yeah.
Did you really? You spray painted this kid? She's 20-something. You don't spray paint them. You spray the old buzzards, not the kids. She looks pretty heavily made up. You can't see her skin anymore.
I made her wipe down the cheeks.
And I thought, oy, oy, oy.
I know we could try everything on, but we want to get her in her first.
Yeah, get her in her first thing.
Cindy thinks she's right, and everybody else is stupid.
Hey, Sharon, can I speak to you a minute, please?
But she listens to Sharon.
I don't like the coat with that blouse. I think it's and I think it's heavy to wear when you're sitting and talking to somebody.
This is how Cindy and I make our living. This is what we do professionally, and we've both done extremely well out of it. So yes, she's going to ask me for my opinion over all the girls. It's just the way it is. It's not about you, it's about the task. You've got to feel comfortable.
She liked the gray. It was Maria who didn't like the gray.
What's up, Brett?
how are you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Great
How
to
are
see
you?
I'm doing
You
awesome,
too.
man. I'm building up Luke's bio right now.
Yeah?
You know, here, you want to have a seat for a minute? Yeah, sit down. We're just setting up for the photo shoot. The guys are out collecting everything, and
When you were given the task this morning and they said makeover,
yeah, I
what
heard
do you think they meant by that?
Well, you know, here's my thing. He has a definite line as to where his comfort zone is. So what I said is I'm going to do a couple things. Show me where the end of your comfort zone is. And then I'm going to kick you in the butt right underneath there, just about this much more.
And take you across just a little more.
I'm going to shove you across this much more. Come on in, we can talk about this. And I think, this guy's great, yeah, exactly.
So how you feeling about all this, Luke?
I'm good.
You comfortable with it?
Obviously, coming in, it's a little scary, you know, the deal when they tell you that some guys that you've never met are going to try to market you in a new way. You're like, oh gosh, there's no telling. But it's been great. We're trying to figure some things out.
I'm a little curious as to which direction they're going to go in. I couldn't really tell because they didn't have any of the wardrobe or anything there yet, but Brett seemed to be comfortable and confident in what he was doing. Somebody told me that one of your little girls has some health issues.
Yeah. I have two daughters, Rain and Georgia, and being a type 1 diabetic, the chances of my kids getting it are about 50%. And the minute that Christy called me, their mom, and said that she was sick, man, my heart, man, oh man. So we're waiting for the blood results today. You know, I've said so many prayers, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just like, but what made me lose it, she was scared, and she's like, Dad, do I have to take a bunch of shots like you? And I was like, you know, I don't know if you've ever had that happen, where that lump, you know what I mean? I was like...
Yeah, I've had that lump in my throat several times.
Trace and myself have kids, and I think it was great to be able to relate on that level of why we're here doing this.
I empathize with you, and I really hope everything
Right back at you. You too, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for saying that. That means the world to me, for real. Thanks
Good
again.
luck, man.
Thanks.
Good luck in your task, too.
Thank you.
I like this in there. Yeah, she's gonna, but I kind of... You're so big.
Could you take over if you wanted to in the summer?
I don't want to find out. Hello, Emily.
Hi, Trace. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
So good to see you.
Too, darling.
Look at you. You smell like coffee and leather, just like a man.
Oh, I love this girl. It was a beehive in the women's room. They all seemed to be very focused on what they were doing.
Is this the slide you bought on?
I like the way it's going now. It's cool.
What do you think of our makeover so far?
Well, you guys are awfully busy. It's a huge contrast from the other room. Girls in here are all playing well together. I sensed a little dissension there. A couple of the ladies, you know, were just kind of just looking, you know, they didn't say anything. I just kind of sensed that maybe not everybody was on board, which I think is a mistake.
Should we pin it a little bit?
Cyndi Lauper influenced fashion on a scale that most people can't even imagine. I mean, there were a whole generation of young girls trying to dress like Cyndi Lauper. If it was me, I'd give her free rein, let her do whatever she wanted to. And I know you have the patience to be very good at this game because of the man you have to work with all the time. I'm not talking about Ozzy, I'm talking about Piers Morgan.
Oh, please,
I don't have the proper vision for something like this because all it would do is convolute what's going on with Brett. This is right up Bret Michaels' alley. I mean, what am I going to do? Tell Bret Michaels how to put a promo pack together? Am I going to tell Bret Michaels how to do a photo shoot for a musician?
Let's do it. We had a photo shoot coming up, so we literally had to go out and get some clothes, get whatever we needed to sort of make that photo shoot come to life.
Thank God that Luke was very similar in build to Curtis, because I think we saved a lot of time by going back to the hotel and just grabbing a lot of stuff that Curtis had.
Nice work, brother.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
No.
Really appreciate it if you keep hustling.
What I'm looking for him is I need to bring out the rock star in him. I need to make him more identifiable. What I don't want to get is hokey old school. The photo shoot is starting in 10 minutes, and we've got to get this done. The guys aren't back yet, and I'm really starting to get nervous.
Is there another way we can go? There's no other way to get out of here? because this is a parking lot.
Tell me what you're here doing.
Makeup and hair.
Makeup and hair, that's all I needed to know. That's perfect, and I apologize, will be just a minute. I've had so many things go in so many different directions. Can I help you bring stuff up, anybody? I probably would have liked to have kept Bill with me just to get, stay calm and focus on a couple other things that we needed to get done. There is no doubt I bit off probably a lot more than I could chew.
The photo shoot starts at 4 till 5. Okay, you're going to be there at 15 minutes past 4. You're going to have 45 minutes to nail the shots.
And I'm going to call my guys now, see how close they are.
Hello? Hey, Brad. Hey, who's this? Goldberg.
Hey, Goldberg, where you guys at?
We're close. 10 minutes away.
As soon as you get here, I could use you, man. We finished the bio. Now I need you to help me put it all together.
You got it, buddy. You got it, man. We're hauling ass, dude. We've had a couple traffic snafus.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
So, there's no other way to get out of here? This is painful. We're going to have 20 minutes realistically to shoot this guy.
The funny thing about Bill Goldberg is if he ever gets angry, he just snarls. I don't want to see him explode, and I think he's close.
God, you're kidding me.
It's stressful, isn't it?
What I want to do is really blow him out. I want it to look great, and you just confident. Here we go.
Ice me chin down a bit.
The photo shoot is upon us, and the guys aren't back, and we've got no clothes. Inside, I was getting concerned that Luke was going to be wearing one shirt.
Down here, Curtis.
Little smile. Okay, let's just take a look at these.
Let's do a few more like this. See, that looks killer. No,
There's my shoppers.
Yeah.
And just go with me. Get that one on. By the time we arrived back with all the clothes, we just quickly got him changed and went for it.
It's different for me, I'll tell you that, but I gotta go with you.
Trust me. Okay, let's get that outfit out of there. Now I'll give you this and then the leather jacket. Just see what that looks like. Did we have a necklace? Put that on. Just try it. That looks manly on you. That looks good. Luke definitely got outside of his comfort zone, but he rolled with it.
We've got 20 minutes left with the photographer. We want to get as many good shots as we can.
Set your chin on it, and you're gonna aim this right down the pipe. That's what I'm talking about.
That's good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It has a little Elvis vibe going on, too. You know what I mean?
A little softer in the face. Here we go, right?
Let's slick his hair back. I'm talking quickly.
Great.
We're running so out of time.
Great.
Smile. Give him a big smile. Smile, man. The teeth are going to sell records for you. Smile. Come on, man. Get the pretty white teeth.
Goldberg, the entire time we were doing this, kept yelling, smile, smile.
Smile, big man. Come on.
I think Luke was so scared of him that he was doing this really cheesy smile because I think he thought Goldberg was going to beat him up.
Big smile, man. There you go.
He's a sucker for the smile.
Oh, man. It sells, bro. It sells. You got big ass teeth.
That's it. We're done. Let's take a look at these.
I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night going, smile, baby.
Okay, just don't bunch up those roses, just separate them.
Okay. Part of the criteria of winning this baby is the press kit. So the press kit needed to be smoking.
The one that's coming out of her head, we have to change. Oh, pull it up a little.
The eyes, great.
It's nice when she smiles, but you know what? Can she give you a tiny bit more profile? That's great.
It sounds so simple, but actually putting her in black gave her somewhat of an attitude that she didn't have before.
Pretty. Open your eyes. Big eyes. Big eyes. Open wide.
I tried to stand along the sidelines, but it was hard to watch.
Straight head.
I started modeling when I was 14 years old. I taught my sister how to do photo shoots. I've helped out some of the girls within World Wrestling Entertainment. I also know how to use a camera, so doesn't that make me a candidate to be able to help? Can you do a couple where you look off, okay?
Oh my God. All right. She's gonna direct now. I was trying to direct, and then Maria steps in there. She should have talked to me and asked me. Minute and a half. Please step out. Please step up. Yeah, go ahead. No, you're in. You go.
All right, Emily.
Connect.
Let me know when we have 30 seconds.
Okay.
Great.
It's hard to get cut off all the time.
Yeah, some close-ups. In my own thing, I don't put up with that. Everybody has their job. Sometimes church and state cross over, and sometimes they don't. Beautiful. Beautiful, you're strong, you're every woman.
Maria tried to step in and Cindy got annoyed. I do think Maria has some great ideas, but Maria also has to recognize, right or wrong, Cindy is project manager. So the boss is saying, I want this to be my deal, then let it be her deal. You can't take it personally.
Straight on me. Beautiful.
Okay, it's a wrap.
Alrighty.
Cindy has a vision, but Cindy has this very disorganized way of doing things, but she gets there in the end. She really, really does. And in her own way, I think she's pulled it off. I do.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
There's some really lovely ones.
That's cute.
And you know what? That looks nothing like what you've done
It
before.
totally doesn't.